Take a look at this circle here. You're given the circumference of this circle to be 100 centimeters. Your job is to find out the area. So really, in effect, you are here. You're given the circumference. In order to find out the area, you've got to jump. You've got to jump from the circumference to the radius first, and then from the radius, you then jump onto the onto to find out the area. So your area is here. Okay. So remember, with a radius of a circle, you can always jump to find the circumference. From the radius, you can always find the area. Well, in this problem here, you're given the circumference, so you start here. So to get to the area, which is here, you've got to jump to the radius, and then from the radius, jump to the area. So here, I will do an example for you. So here, so given the circumference is 100, what is the area of this circle? So here, find the radius first. So we've got to write C equals 2 pi r, because the first phase is just to find out the radius. So do this. This is step 1, and once you've got the radius, do step 2, which is from the radius to the area. Okay, you will see what I mean. Hang on. So here, well, this is C. So the circumference is 100. So you're putting that into the C here. So it would be 100, and then 2 times this here, and then divide both sides by 2 pi. So inside your mind, divide both sides by 2 pi. So it would be 100 divided by 2 pi over here. On this side, it will be r, because this times this, don't forget. So kill off this bubble, you're left with r. So now, even number, in effect, even number. So divide top by 2, divide bottom by 2. So this would be 100 divided by 2 is 50. 2 pi divided by 2, it would be pi. And then this will be r. Okay, so the radius of this circle here is 50 over pi. So now that we've got the radius, we can jump to the area. So the next step is to write down the formula for the area. A equals pi r squared. Okay. Remember, r is this thing here. So you've got to put this thing into the r. Remember, it's like this. Hang on. Pi. This is r here, and then you've got to square it. Okay. But so this is r here. So you've got to put 50 over pi into the r, and then you can square it. So what that means is, you've got to use brackets here, because it's saying work out the bubble first and then you square it. Most people they would write this pi and then r. They would write r here, and then they would write squared like this, pi r squared. Without the brackets, what it's saying is, because powers are more important than dividing, you've got to do this first and then you divide this, which is not right, because you've got to work out this thing. You've got to work out the bubble first and then you square it. So here it would be 50 over pi. Square it. Okay. So now in effect now you've got this bubble here timesing this bubble here. Let's just concentrate on this bubble here. 50 over pi times 50 over pi. What is that? 50 over pi times 50 over pi. Here, in effect, you've got two fractions timesing each other. So it's top times top. 50 times 50, which is, well, I'm going to cheat. 5 times 5 is 25. 20. Well, you use your own technique to find this out, okay? And then pi times pi will be pi squared. Remember that Liger thing? If you have x and then you times x, it becomes x squared. Well, anyway, pi times pi is pi squared, okay? So remember, this bubble here, we're working out this bubble here. This bubble is in effect this here times by itself. 50 over pi times 50 over pi. Yeah. So basically it becomes this thing here. So this whole bubble here is in effect this thing here. Okay. So hang on. So let's put it into here. So it's pi here. This is our first bubble here, and the second bubble is 2500 over pi squared. Okay. That's what it becomes. So this big bubble here is this thing here, okay, and then this is this here. So now that you've got two bubbles multiplying each other, so now in effect you've got this pi times 25 pi squared, okay. So here a whole number timesing a fraction. When you times a fraction, it always gets multiplied to the top. Okay, so it will be 2500 pi, because the pi times to the top, and we always put the number first. So it becomes 2500 pi over pi squared. Okay, so the area is given by this. It's given by 2500 times pi divided by pi squared. Here we can tidy this up. We can tidy it up as like this. Let's you know when you have a fraction timesing a fraction. So let's say a, b, c, d. Top times top. The a and the c gets merged together to give you a c. They're merged together, top times top. Here I'm working in the other direction. I'm going to split up the pi, so it looks like this. Hang on. So it's times like this, okay? And then down here I'm going to do like this. Times. Oh, this is times. You can use times. Times pi. I can do like this, and then I'm going to split this fraction up, so it looks like this. Sorry. Hang on. So I'm going to split this up. So it looks like this: pi over pi times 2500 over pi. Okay. So when you're here, you can actually split up, because when two fractions times each other, the two things at the top they're merged together. Well, now I'm working in the other direction. At the moment, they're merged together. I'm splitting up the two fractions. Look at this here. If you get this and multiply with this, you're going to get 25. You're going to get that at the top, and then at the bottom, you're going to get pi times pi. So it will be pi squared. So really, from here, I'm jumping to here. It's just a way of. It's just a trick that I'm going to use, and you will see why later on. So when you are here, pi divided by pi is 1. Okay? Anything divided by that same thing would be 1. 35 divided by 35 is 1. 3 divided by 3 is 1. 4 divided by 4 is 1. So pi divided by pi is 1. Okay? So 1 times this thing here over pi. Now that 1 times anything is just this thing here. So it's this. Okay? We got to this bit here. You could have left it like this, and this would be your answer. But then here you've got pi at the top, pi at the bottom. We can tidy it up, and the way we tidy it up is to follow through all this here. Okay? And then you can see that this is a lot simpler than what's at the top. At the top it was 2500 pi over pi squared. So basically we're trying to get it so that it's pi over pi, so that this becomes 1, and then 1 times anything is just 1. Okay, it doesn't matter if you don't understand this. I will do more examples, and then it will make sense. Okay.